Freestyle Repertory Theater and Synergy Theater proudly present Right Away. It's a show, it's a jam, it's the best of both worlds. And now your hosts for the evening, Laura Livingston and Alex Rowe.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Alex. I'm Laura Livingston. I'm the artistic director of Freestyle Repertory Theater here in New York City.
Hello, Laura Livingston, and hello, everybody. Am I on? Just to make sure. I'm Alex Rowe, actor, director, and currently a mid-Atlantic traveling writer at the studio of a Wild Thing artist in Baltimore, Maryland.
Wonderful, wonderful. Today's show, Right Away, is a co-production of Freestyle Rep and Synergy Theater in Walnut Creek, California. Two companies divided by a continent, but united in the belief that improvisation is an important theatrical art form.
Tonight's show, it's a show about rough drafting. It's writing rough and drafting along with the semi-truck of your imagination. We're going to be writing spontaneously for the ever-living fun of it and immediately connecting with friends and fellow artists and audiences all across the country and around the world through the ether. As our barely coined words are spoken for the very first time, mangled by our actor friends, misinterpreted by an unseen mob of friendly strangers, just like life itself. We can't wait for you to join us.
Yep, here's how the show works. Tonight we have three playwrights who will have 45 minutes to write a brand new play based on suggestions from you folks in the audience.
While they're off writing, everyone in this audience, and that means you, is invited to play some sort of improv and writing games with Laura and me. And a big portion of the fun is seeing what's on screen. So you may well want to use a paper and pen or pencil so you can see what's going on the screen, see one another, play together, or you can use a monitor or another machine if you're so equipped and you like to type, which is vital for people like me whose handwriting poses lots and lots of challenges. But after each game, we'll hear as many of you as we can read whatever you wrote if you are game to do so. And we both really encourage you to be game to do so because you shouldn't even consider whether what you wrote is good. It's not good. It's just great. That's the whole rule here, is that whatever you come up with is exactly the best thing that could be come up with. And the great fun is hearing how many different responses and different interpretations of our game challenges there are. After 45 minutes of this kind of weaponization of your imaginations, the playwrights are going to return and read what they wrote in the world premiere readings of their new works.
Yep. And before we introduce tonight's playwrights, we have just a few things to go over in case you have been fortunate enough to not have been Zooming a lot lately. For those of you who are with us in the room right now, in the Zoom room, we've asked you to keep yourselves muted and turn your video off for now. But in a few minutes, when we start the writing jam, we'll invite you to turn your video back on, and we would love it if you did that. This show's streaming live on YouTube and Facebook, so when your video is on, there's a possibility you might be seen by more people than who are looking at it right now. So if you have any shyness about that, or if you're a criminal up to bad things, we understand if you'll be participating anonymously. But most of us, the more of us who turn on our cameras and the more of us who can see each other visually and support each other and watch each other laughing or clapping during readings, the more fun the show gets. Lastly, we invite you to turn on your chat feature right down in the bottom of the middle of your screen. We will be using that to get suggestions to inspire our playwrights.
Speaking of the same, it's time to introduce the intrepid writers. They are Mike Durkin, Executive Director of Freestyle Repertory Theater, recently back from performing in Uncle Vanya as the doctor whose name I can never pronounce, owns the house, and happily no one else has to in the play, right up at the Bridge Street Theater in Catskill, New York, where the Berkshire Bright Focus called him, and well, they should have, a particular standout in an excellent cast. Hi, Mike.
Hey, and they said that right in the middle of a performance.
Awkward.
A little awkward, yeah. The rest of the cast just shut down, and I had nothing else to say. So it's good to see you guys. And I love the use of the word weaponization in a more creative, a fanciful kind of fun way. So
That's right.
uh,
We're really trying to bring the conflict into the drama whenever we
love
can.
I love it. Look at these glasses, man. These are something.
They're prescription, are they not?
They are prescription. These are full prescription glasses, but they kind of do a bar right across my forehead there, like I got a unibrow. I'm getting out of here.
Some of
Get
us,
away, get away. I'm
We got
sorry.
more. We got more introductions to do. Our next playwright comes to us from Los Angeles, where she's a member of Theater West. She's also a member of the group rep in North Hollywood, where her play Quapa OK and Normal Noises have both been produced, and where she was recently in Could I Have This Dance, and would not allow me to say what ravey things the critics said about her performance. But let's see if we can coax the very shy Clara Rodriguez on screen just to say hello and to tell us whether or not her glasses are prescription.
Yes, they are.
they're exquisite, Clara. I
Using
find
my
them
computer.
mesmerizing.
Do you? You're easily mesmerized. Yeah.
Well,
How are things? Are you in the middle of a heat wave out in Los
It's
Angeles?
very warm. Yeah, not in my house because of AC, but yeah, it's very warm. Okay, I'll tell you a little thing about the play I just did. The one that I don't want you to brag about, but during one of the readings, I noticed, you know, how the script will have the cast from the original, the original cast list from the original production. I looked at it. My cousin did this play in New York in like 1992.
what do you know? What
What are the chances? Yeah,
Stranger than fiction.
it's very strange. I'm done.
A good tidbit. Well, we'll introduce playwright number 3. A man who does so many introductions, it's hard to want to give him one more, but here he is, the artistic director of Synergy Theater in Walnut Creek, California. He teaches improv in person and online, and you should certainly sign up for a class if you have the chance and can get into that crowded space. He'll be opening the improv show Spontaneous Soap at the Lesher Center on July 18th of this very year. The inimitable and none other than Ken Adams. Hello, Ken.
Hello, thank you for that generous introduction.
Thank you for that generous visit. It's a pleasure to be joining you in this arena.
Thank
you
you
have
very
anything
much.
you want to say about your glasses?
Oh yes, my glasses, they are prescription.
All right, then. That's all I wanted to know.
I've
That's all
enough
I
said.
got on
Well, let's bring all the playwrights back onto the screen. And audience, here we want to re-encourage you to open your chat feature if you have not already done so, because the playwrights are going to be asking you for some suggestions. And the way we'd like for you to put those in there to kickstart their plays is write them into the chat. We'll read them out as they come in response to the playwright's request. If you have an idea, write it in, and that will get us going.
And let's grab some ideas. Mike Durkin, what would you like from this, I guarantee you, good-looking audience who haven't appeared on screen yet?
All right.
I'd like to get started.
Here's what I would like. And think about it, all y'all. I would like a personal dilemma. And it could be existential, it could be mundane, it could be practical, it could be anything. But just what did I ask for? I forgot what I asked for.
Personal dilemma.
A personal dilemma. That's all I'm asking for. And I'm waiting for. I'm looking for them. I'm looking for them now. Come on now. It could be mundane, as I said. Just something you think around, you talk about.
You got paper or plastic someone put in?
You see that in the chat there?
I'm not seeing.
I'll read them out for you. Paper or plastic,
You got 'em?
return a found wallet.
Oh, there they are. Yeah. Oh, I like that one.
You know how to
I like
open
that
your
one.
chat there, yeah.
No, I got it open now. Well, I like that one. Joining the next. Should I risk crossing the railroad tracks on my bike to explore a ghost town or staying safe? I like that one. Boy, God, these are great ones. You know what? I'm going to go the sink or swim. I love that one, Alex. I've been struggling, hating the other side of the political spectrum. I don't like the hating something. I don't. I'm gonna. You know what I'm going with? I'm going to go with the wallet one. Should I talk to a difficult relative? Oh God, Braca. How often do we ask that? Return a found wallet. I like that one. I'm going to go with that one.
Return a found wallet. All right, Clara, how can our audience help you?
Could I please have a line of dialogue and an object? 2 things, please.
2 suggestions, one or both audience.
That's absolutely true. If you can only think of one, just put it in.
Sure.
Any line of dialogue. Oh, there we
A
go.
rolling pin. That's a good one. I didn't make the snowball. I guess it's a line of dialogue. Paper tiger. Slime. How dare you? These are great. Transistor radio. Could you please move to the left? My dog needs this seat. I love that. I forgive you. You don't get me.
The floodgates are open.
Those are great. I'm going to take, could you please move to the left? My dog needs this seat. And for an object, I'll get slime. Thank you.
And Ken Adams, what would you like to kick your play into high gear?
All right. Will my play take place underwater, in outer space, or at the center of the earth? Underwater, in outer space, or at the center of the earth?
I say yes.
All right. I see center of the earth came out first, so that's the one I'm going with. I will write a play that takes place at the center of the earth.
Ooh.
And if it's a show of hands, we're getting center of the earth most too.
Look at that.
All right. Okay.
All right. So if we're ready, we're about to send the writers off to do their writing. We're going to send them away for 45 minutes, audience, remember. But writers, keep an eye out for text, and audience, be ready. We're going to come up with some ideas to send them through those texts. We'll be sending them both time reminders and some curveballs into their scripts. And of course, remember, writers, whatever you write, it's A-OK with right away. On your marks, get set, write away. And audience, here's the timer, timing down from 45 minutes.
I love that. I love that. 4 years of doing right away on Zoom screens, and no one has ever put a timer right on the screen. I'm just loving this so much. People who are here with us in Zoom, as the writers are all turning off their microphones and their videos and hopefully tuning us out, we invite you to turn your videos back on and wave hello. And if you haven't already, grab a pencil, piece of paper, something to write with, however you're planning to write, go ahead and get that ready. Just a quick reminder that we are streaming on YouTube and Facebook. So, you know, like if you've got some illegal imported ivory in the back of your room there, or, you know, or burying bodies or whatever, and you need to keep your video off, we understand, but we love it. It's just so much more fun, as you can already see when people join us on screen.
You also have some options how you see us and one another. If you move your cursor to the upper right corner of your Zoom screen, you can choose how the windows are displayed. You may all know this very, very well after all these years of Zoom, but to remind you, there's gallery view, in which case you see all of us in little windows, or speaker view, in which you see the person who is speaking the loudest, which will often be me. You can also pin someone if you want to watch only their video and see if they have that ivory in the background. But you have the choices. Whatever you want, it will not affect what the rest of us see. So name your own visual poison.
Exactly. And Alex, I'll warn you that we have at least one person, maybe two, who will probably remain off camera, but they'll yell at us when they're ready to read their writings here.
Do it.
All right, let us start this jam. Remember, improv is all about being spontaneous and supporting each other's creativity. And if you've never done improv before, I've just explained the whole secret of the art form to you. That's all you really need to do. We boil it down to 2 rules. Always say yes always make your partner look good. And when I'm writing, I always think that saying yes is saying yes to ourselves, to our own first ideas, and just going with that. All ideas are just as good as any other idea at this point, so there's no point in bothering to critique the first one. Just go with it. And same goes for when you're volunteering to read what you've written. It's not so much deciding whether or not it's good. It's basically, I consider, all about entertaining me with all of the different interpretations of the exercises that Alex and I have cooked up. And it also helps me and Alex know how long people need to write if we can see you doing it. So that's very, very helpful. Here we go. You ready, Alex? Let's do
I'm
it.
all ready. And speaking of things going right or going wrong, I realize I'm going to lose light in this lovely room in a moment. So as I start to fade, do not worry. I'm going to try and adjust that as we go, but I'm just seeing it happen. So
that is pretty much the theme for our jam tonight, is the fact that we get light longer than usual this time of year. We are at the longest days of the year, basically midsummer. So we're going to let that inform our jam. Let's start with just a warm-up. Couldn't be simpler. I'm going to say a word and give you like, I don't know, 10 seconds or less to use it in a sentence. Write it out in a sentence. So grab that pencil. I'm starting now. Here we go. First word, sunshine.
Three.
Next word, ocean. Word 3 coming up, wilted. Next one, margarita. Next one, seersucker. Next one, thunder. Next one, sweat. Next one, pool. Last one, ice. All right, whatever you've written, that's plenty. That's a warm-up. Don't overdo it. Don't sprain anything. But I would like to hear what people wrote. Who wants to go? All right, Steve.
You go.
Mute yourself and let's hear it.
All right. I need sunshine. I fell in the ocean. I didn't water the roses, so they wilted. I need a margarita because my roses wilted. I gave the seersucker suit to Goodwill. I think I heard thunder. I sweat too much. I need to clean the pool. And I hate scraping ice from my windshield.
I am so in the mood for summer, Steve. Thank you so much. Who's got something else? Ken, I see your microphone's off. Let's do it, and then we'll have Brocken. So, Ken, let's hear it.
Oh, me? Okay.
Yeah.
Sunshine, so overrated. The ocean scares me. Well, I have a love-hate relationship with it. My brain wilted. Margarita walked up to me at a bar. No matter how hard I try, I always rip, spill, or destroy seersucker. Two places I don't mind sweating, in bed and at the gym. Blood in the pool. not good. God, how ice helps my headaches.
Nice, thank you. Braca, let's hear another variation.
Sunshine on my shoulder makes me happy. An ocean of ideas tonight. The flower is wilted due to the heat wave. Margaritas again. And it's a seersucker suit. And he got thunderous applause. I'm sweating because I can't read the rest of my line. Pool your resources. Ice is what I got from her.
Nice. Anyone else wanting to go? If your camera's off and you want to go, give us a shout.
These are
All right.
beautiful summertime haiku.
Mhm. All right. I think people are warmed up, Alex.
Well,
Have
they
you-
are, and just in time, because it is about time to send the playwrights a suggestion, which we do about every 10 minutes. So I'll send it about a minute from now. But if I'm not mistaken, what we would like to offer to the playwrights to really mess up the plays that they're so studiously crafting and putting together is a line of dialogue. So could we enter line of dialogue into the chat as a suggestion for the playwrights?
Here we go. Alex, are you sending the time to them to give them a little heads
I'm
up?
going to do that. Yeah, right as we do it, because we're just about that time. I am the Norse god Uller. What is the purpose of life? My greatest wish is to see you happy. Wow, here they come. Here they're all flooding in.
Somehow, oh, I see. The potato roots are tangling and blocking our path. Give me liberty, give me death.
I thought go ahead.
I thought you had that already. I skipped lunch for this. Wow, Alex, you got a hankering for one of these? Because I'm having trouble picking one out.
It's so hard to choose, so I'm just going to let my finger point at one, which was I just got give me liberty, or what I thought I read was give me depth. Give me liberty or give me death was the word that my finger pointed to.
Thank you, Patty. Give me liberty or give me death will be a line of dialogue all of a sudden in all three of the plays that are being written now.
And while I type it, we're going to prepare for the next game.
Mm-hmm.
And it is a kind of technically oriented game, but I think if you give away to the tech, you will find the complication is freeing. This is what we like to say, freedom through structure. And there I've just sent them that notice. So this is a game which I like to call countdown dialogue, or maybe word diet, in which your characters must speak sentences of a certain number of words in descending order. So however many characters you have, they must start with 5 words. Their next sentence must be 4 words, then to 3, then 2, then 1. And I guess you could end with 0 if you wanted. However you interpret that. So this will be an interchange with however many characters you want. 5, going in descending number of words. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. You may cleverly ask, do contractions count as 1 or 2 words? To which I have to ask you, am I a fundamentalist? Whatever you say is right. We're going to give you a setting to begin with, and just start with that number of words and see where it goes. The setting, in a summertime reverie kind of way, a place that was important to you in your youth, but to which you have not been back in years. A dialogue or a trialogue, or however many people are involved. Word count, sentence per sentence, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, in a place important to you in your youth, but to which you have not been back in years. We're going to give you some time to do that while we look at the counter and check our text and everything. I've just run through some phrases in my thoughts. This should not be overthought. Where are we? Who's at 2 words? Who's at 1 word? Who's at 3? 4. We're still at 4. Okay. All right. We'll give a couple more minutes to work on them. Maybe look up when you've finished your exchange, and we'll go then. No thinking like overthinking. I see some finishers fanning themselves from the effort. Who among our early ones over the finish line would like to throw their words into the pot here?
I'll get it over with.
Done. Excellent.
The schoolyard is empty now. It was always packed. Summer has arrived. No children. Silence.
I'm transported. What a beautiful, beautiful evocation. A visit
really
to places
was,
long gone by. Who is next? The ice is broken. Mr. Bolden.
Yeah. It's smaller than I remember. It was always very small. We did love it. Of course we did. You loved it. Not you? Not really. Oh. Yeah.
And the rest is silence.
Rest is silence.
Very well. Who'd have thought they'd be so sentimental? Maybe it's that closing down as we come to it. Who's next? Steve, you look like you have something. Am I pushing you ahead?
There we go. I love this empty beach. I knew you would. I am happy. I know. Run.
Oh. Oh.
Not so empty after all, maybe. Anyone else wish to put theirs out? Karen, please. Oh, and
I'll
then
give it
Danelle.
a shot. The lake is still perfect. Lisa, the lake is still perfect. Marty, it reminds me of childhood. Lisa, see the fish there? Marty, it looks so old. Lisa, here's the cabin. Marty, looks so little. Lisa, unlock it. Marty, I'm scared. Lisa, now. Marty, okay.
It so captures that sort of tentative approach to places that we knew and love and fear. Danelle.
I love that you are here. Won't you share this? I made it. It's great. Yummy.
Yum, yummy. Anyone else like their word diet? Their Word countdown. I love the different solutions to it. Some people with exchanges that were 5 and 5 and 4 and 4, and some letting the two share the countdown. Secretly, I was hoping, as I thought of this today, that that's exactly what would happen, but it was so fun to hear these. Anyone else before it's almost time for another suggestion.
I think it is. I wanted to say that I was surprised at how many of these scenes had something actually happened. Things changed. And it may have been the urgency of the structure, as you were saying, Alex, that there's freedom in the structure. It kind of forced us to to do something.
Isn't
Cool.
that funny? Yeah, you get right to the crisis.
If you send them the time, I'll set up the next suggestion, which is we would like to send them a sound effect.
So in the chat, enter a sound effect you would like our playwrights to work into that. Boom is one. Auga.
A frog croaks, rumble, boom, chewing, a screen door,
A burp.
click clack, motorcycle racing, bubbling. Wow, these are great. Clock ticking.
What do you want to hear, Laura? What shall we throw at them?
I'm gonna go with the last one this time, as opposed to the usual improv way of taking the first suggestion. I'm gonna go with a clock ticking, and I'll type that for them, Alex, so that you can start the, I'll send it.
Actually, I said it already, believe it or not.
How did you do that? All sorts of technical magic is happening.
The way, because you were so skillfully reading and choosing, you took on the burden of this election. But I can start the next game, and this is the last one that I will start. But this is a sort of a fill in the blank monologue. We're going to ask you to enjoy writing a monologue, and there will be 3 sentences: a beginning, an early, a middle, and a late sentence, as it were. So the sentence that starts off your monologue and then go wherever it takes you, and you have some flexibility in this, is, quote, begin writing, in the blank season, we always blank. So your first sentence is, in the blank season, we always blank. Fill in those blanks, get writing, and then we will spice it up mid-monologue. And a new sentence to add in. I know the suspense is killing you. Rarely, but reliably, blank arrived. So wherever that fits in the course at which you are at, quote, rarely, but reliably, blank arrived. Good to see you. And then towards the end of your writing, could be the end, could be towards the end. Never again would the blank blank. Never again would the blank blank. And once again, when you put your pencils down, finished what you have to write in this bizarre concoction, feel free to look up and we'll start reading when people are ready. Monologues full of mystery and surprise. Who would like to kick us off as some of us are finishing up? I saw Danelle's hand first, so I'll say Danelle.
I'll try to read my writing.
We won't know.
Good. In the lizard breeding season, we always wear knee-high protective boots with alarms and special blinking lights. Rarely, but reliably, Prime, Amazon drones arrive with the needed safety boots. Never again would the lizards get in our pants.
Oh, it's great.
Really good advice as well as an entertaining vision. Ken, I know that you have one.
Okay, this got dark. Sorry. Let's see. In the late season, we always start to render down the fat from the slaughtered animals. Rarely but reliably, reinforcements arrived. They would pitch in and help. Sometimes they would have something to add to the stock if they had happened to come upon something or someone along the way. Either way, they were welcomed. The work was hard but necessary. By that time, so late in the season, tensions were running high, and we needed to send out the message: never again would the right prevail.
With the stock lizards, were you rendering lizards, I'm wondering?
Whatever we found.
Whatever you found. Beautiful, 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 and very dark and different. Who else would like to throw in a...
This is Taj off camera. Can I go?
Oh, Taj off camera. We're going to take one off camera first, Steve. Thank you, though. Taj.
In the summer season, we always camped out in the Berkshires, reading the same dime store trashy novel, passing the pages around as we finished them, hiking and swimming, working up an appetite. Rarely but reliably, rain arrived. The campfire hissed and our dinner never cooked. We'd give up and go get some Chinese takeout in town, bringing the fragrant paper cardboard cartons back to the soppy campsite and huddling in the old tent for warmth. Telling ghost stories by under the chin flashlight. Never again would the family feel this close and safe.
Wow.
True enough.
Very, very evocative of summer. Me.
Mm-hmm. Steve, I think you have something to.
I'll try to interpret my scratches on here. Sometimes I can't read my own writing.
Show it to Danelle because she did really well.
In the fall season, we always went out to the old clearing to pick blackberries to make blackberry pie. The trees had been clear cut years ago, and the blackberry bushes had grown tall. Rarely but reliably, a family of bears arrived, a mother and 2 cubs, and we got on opposite side of the field. There were berries enough for all. Over time, the city pushed out closer and closer to the old clearing until finally ticky-tacky housing went up and the berries went down. Never again would the black bear family eat the berries in the old clearing, and neither would we.
Nice.
No, indeed. Message for our time as well. Would anyone else like on camera or off camera? Karen, Raka?
I'll go for it.
Oh, Patty, can you wait a sec? Braca was about to, and then I want to hear yours.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thanks, Patty. In the winter season, we always roasted chestnuts. The family gathered from near and far, experiencing just how blessed we are. Rarely but reliably, my drunk uncle arrived. Steady as jelly about to slide. We hauled him in with a dose of pride, and then ignored him the rest of the evening. And, well, he fell asleep like that, and the cat had a great game with the clock. Never again would that clock tick.
Well,
Nice perspective as well. The telling of the story becomes part of the story itself. It's lovely. Patty had one.
short one. In the summer season, we always search for dance partners. Rarely but reliably, the caribou arrived. Never again would the dance floor be the same.
Wow. Wow. I'm really struck by almost all of these, maybe all of them, had animals in them. I don't think there's anything you said, Alex, that led us that way. And I did one just, while you were doing this, just to get some writing in myself. And I started out, Ken's reminded me of this. It started in the hunting season. We always sharpened our wits on each other. And I thought, what? I don't know anything about hunting. What am I talking about here? So I don't know what it is. I love it, just hearing so many variations. And then sometimes they are so, they're so varied, but have some kind of strange theme that runs through that no one could have predicted from the setup, I feel.
Yeah, truly. Truly, our mini zeitgeist.
Exactly.
I have let the writers know that at the 15-minute mark that they had 15 minutes to go, and they now have 12 minutes. Shall we?
Yeah. And I have one I would like to ask for. I would like to get a stage direction for them. And I think it would be great if it included a prop, an object in it. So a character does something with or because of or something, a stage direction with an object in it. Yeah, someone picks up a knife and brandishes it. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. I see people writing away.
Goes upstage with a whistle. Like whistling upstage, it's bad luck.
The clock is removed from the wall and hands were set to a new time. Someone takes a piece of paper and folds it into an airplane. Someone jumps down from the rock and waves a flag wildly.
Character that has a ladybug on their nose and blows it to the wind.
All right, Alex, you want to choose one?
Well, however do we choose? I feel like I'm going to go with the improv first line. I love all of these these words though. Eat a peach, shake a castanet. It's just brilliant ideas. But I'm just going to throw that first one out there, which is someone picks up a knife and brandishes it.
All right.
So I'm setting that off now. If Laura, you want to kick off the next game.
I have another one, also a monologue. I'm calling it Midsummer Monologue. This one, I think it would be fun to try to write it in a character's voice. Like this is a character on stage speaking. So I think a good way to start out might be to just choose a character trait or a job, just a very simple thing that would define a character. And then also a time of day, a character trait or job or a time of day. And if you haven't thought of one already, let's leap right into it. I will say your character's 14 years old and the time of day is twilight. How sad. So I would love it if you would begin this character's monologue with them commenting on the weather or the light. They're on stage and they are begin their monologue by commenting on the weather or the light. And I'll give you a couple minutes to write. I should say I often use the word couple very, very ambiguously. So I'm pretty sure it's been nowhere near 2 minutes. But I'm about to add something in. Which is the character now begins to use the weather or the light or whatever you had then commenting on as a metaphor for their state of mind at the moment. An extended metaphor. And the last thing I'm throwing in is your character now makes a decision. All right, take about 15 seconds, which we can all see scroll by on Alex's handy dandy clock there. And we'd like to just pause in the writing here and in the reading to get another suggestion, right, Alex? We're going to do that.
That is the idea, and we'd like a character admits to something. A character admits to something, but that's what we're going to propose to them, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to send them that a little dealer's choice.
Character admits something. I didn't kill them after all. Extreme boredom. Janelle, I hope that's not true. I never graduated from college. I'm terrified of spiders eating me.
So are we asking then, we're going to give them the admission rather than just having them admit something that they make up?
Oh yeah, I see what you meant, Alex. Well, we're getting some admissions here. Your thought was that they need to do this fast. Let's just give them this. I don't know who my father is, one of them admits.
Okay.
And let's give them, they get to choose the lighting effect with which it ends. How's that?
Okay, that's what they're getting. A character will admit, I don't know who my father is. And they will have to choose a lighting effect to bring down their virtual curtain.
Exactly. And now I want to hear some of these monologues that the jam writers have just written. Who's going to read us one here?
There are 3 minutes to go.
Yeah.
We're 14 years old, correct?
Yeah, if you chose my suggestion, if you didn't have one of your own, that's great. Yeah. Was that Janella?
Yes. Hi. I'll read when you're ready.
I'm ready. Let's launch in.
Okay. There's 3 things that no one can predict in this world: the stock market, COVID, and the weather. I stole my parents' car and I expected to drive it in the beautiful twilight, but unlike the weather prediction, it lightninged. I couldn't drive. Wrong weather again. The story of my life. Expecting, preparing, and failing, not due to my own lack, but rather others or the universe. I don't know whether the weather will clear up, but I have to have hope to keep trying to drive the stolen car. Or maybe I'll get a job and buy my own car when I'm 18. Onward and sideways. Yeah.
All right. Excellent. Thank you. Who's going to read one? We're running out of time. I want to hear more. Brock, I saw your hand, and then after her, Ken. Here we go.
It's too light to search for clues at this time of the morning. There's no intrigue to this, Watson. It's as clear as daylight that we have no clarity on this case, and the daylight is taking center stage in our latest escapade. I hate not being able to spotlight things and being so out of the spotlight. I'm done with mysteries. I'm going from this daylight to the ghost light that's always on in the theater and guarantees me my spotlight.
Excellent. Excellent. Thank you. Let's keep reading. Ken, you're next.
Okay. This is the only time of day when I feel at peace. You know why? Because it's the only time of day I have all to myself. No arguing, no complaining about me or what I've done. Anyway, I don't want to make this all about me. This is about my time of day, something just for me, a time when I can put my day behind me, all crap of anger, and hope for something quiet and peaceful, something that maybe I can enjoy around or carry around with me, and that will help cushion me against the next day when I have to face all that crap again. Because you know what? I'm starting to be really sick and tired of defending myself, of trying to be things everyone else thinks I should be or could be. I can't really know what those things will be when I'm defending myself all the time. I need the calm of nighttime to see that for myself.
Excellent, excellent. Was that the 14-year-old?
Mhm.
Excellent.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Um,
Shall we call them back? We're in our suspended 1 second, but we can.
well, call
with
them
another
back and ask them to enter quietly, because I want to keep hearing as many people as want to read. This is really fun. Who
I
else
can
wanted
read.
to read?
This is Taj.
Taj, let's hear it.
It's like, you know, the light at this time of day, it always makes me feel like I'm in a movie, PG rated maybe. Someone's making a movie about my life and I'm playing me, but I'm doing it badly. When will I feel like my life has started? Will I ever? It feels like things are a little out of focus, not bright and clear like at noon. More like a vampire movie than a rom-com, but way less happens in my life. Maybe I should hop on a bus, any bus, and see where it takes me. Driving into the night in any direction has to be better than staying here.
Great, thank you. As the writers are coming back, we're hearing people have written monologues inspired by time of day. And I think, Steve, were you volunteering? Yeah.
All right. The sea is a harsh master, but she's the only one I ever had. I come to the shore to spit into her, to add myself to her. When the sea's rough, I'm ready for a fight. And when the water's smooth, I'm calm. My blood is salt water. I planned to die on the sea, but I got old and couldn't sail. And now for me to die in a bed on land. Today I return to my master with one last sail.
Nice.
Very nice.
Who else wants to read theirs?
Have room for one more.
I feel like we have not heard much from Karen Adams.
Well, I think I drifted on this one.
That's
Let's see. I had Bonnie the Baker and it was early morning. So I went that way. As I walk the few blocks from home to hearth in early morning, I feel as though the city is mine alone. My steps echo on the pavement, clip, clip, clip. Tick, tick, tick goes my watch, and I know the exact amount of steps from doorstep to doorstep, doorstep to doorstep, just as I know the perfect temperature to cook a croissant at or the perfect amount of icing to coat a petit four. Just like the sun peeking over the tops of the buildings, I see the city as it truly is, a place of limitless possibilities. As I walked by the fountain at the corner of the park, I rashly took a penny out of my pocket and threw it with a heartfelt wish in the bubbling water.
nice. Nice. Thank you so much. Cool. It almost sounded like you were using some of the sound effects that we were choosing for the playwrights.
I think I'm a sponge. Definitely.
I'm sending Clara a text because I don't see her camera back on.
Oh, thank you. Oh, there she is.
Oh, never mind. There she is.
And a beautiful lighting effect. Like, is that your closing lighting effect where you sort of fade light?
Like strobe light. Well, I've got a window right in front of me here.
Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Well,
everyone, playwrights, you missed a great jam. You may have to watch this one on the video.
Definitely tune in.
Because it was pretty cool. We're gonna now what's gonna happen is Mike's gonna close his door so we stop getting that feedback. And then we're going to need the playwrights to prepare for their world premiere. So we are about to take a 10-minute intermission. We've put some websites into the chat if you scroll up to the top for information about both producing companies, Freestyle Rep here in New York and Synergy Theater out in California. If you would like to make a much appreciated donation, go to one of those websites and it will really help us out. You can also check out what Ken's company is up to. I have to admit our website is dreadfully out of date, but you can check it out anyway. Also, you can register for next month's Right Away or join our Right Away Afterwards Facebook group if you would like to do that. And of course, you can just take an intermission. I hear the refreshments are great at your house. If you want to watch us do all of our backstage madness, that's cool too, but it's going to be 10 minutes. I have 25 minutes after the hour now, so we will reconvene at 35 minutes after whatever hour you happen to be in. Have a great intermission, everyone. And now,
Hey, Ken Adams. Ken Adams, how does that fadge with your schedule tonight?
Yeah, we're good. I will need to leave here like at 15 minutes after the hour. So
okay, all right.
Definitely good for all of the readings, and I just won't stay for the talk back. I'll just say a quick good night after the final reading.
All right.
Okay.
Before everyone runs off, let's get these plays cast. Mike, who do you need?
I need all of us.
Okay.
I'm going to send my script out, and it has 5 characters. One of the characters is me. All right, so I will be on camera. Then there are these 4 characters. I think it's BM, which is Bad Mike. There's GM, which is Good Mike. So Ken, would you be Bad Mike? And Clara, be Good Mike, okay?
Okay. Good
And
Mike.
then Laura, would you be Mom?
Sure.
And Alex, would you be Dad?
I would. Of course I would.
And none of you will be on screen.
Okay, cool.
None of you are on screen. This is a monologue.
All right. Cool.
All right.
All right, Clara.
Okay.
God.
I'm just glad I'm not the BM. Let's see, for mine, Laura, could you please read Agnes, and Alex, could you please read Bert?
Of course.
And Ken.
All right, for mine, Clara, will you please read Janice? And Alex, will you please read Morg? M-O-R-G. Morg.
Born
Morgan
ready.
Janice. Morgan Janice.
All right, send those scripts out. We'll all come back at 35 after, or in 7 minutes and 54 seconds, according to the magic clock of Alex Rodriguez.
Got it.
There we are. Look at that. There it is.
Now you gave us these, you have these emails for tonight. I know I saw that.
Mm-hmm. I did send
Okay,
that.
so
Shall I send them back to you, Mike?
No, I'm sure they're here. What I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to suck them off of Ken's here.
Yes, here's Ken. Great.
Right, I'm stepping away for just a moment.
All right.
And
I've
Ken
only got
Walden,
10.
we're also talking to Ken Adams as we talk. So if you're hearing your name, you may be hearing Ken Adams. Ken A and Ken B.
Now, I should really, you know what I should do is I should look at this script and just clean it up. That's all I want to do.
All right, do it fast. You haven't emailed it, right?
I'm going to send it. I'm going to send it. I think it's there, and we're all good with this kind of stuff. So this came to me.
I haven't received Clara's yet. Clara, are you there? I haven't gotten your script yet. Well, all right then.
I'm here. It's on its way any second now.
Julia. I just like to inject a little moment of panic into this show. It makes it more fun.
Yeah, my heart's still beating really fast.
Woo! Woo!
Not that you'll need me, but I'm going to step
How'd you do, Ken? Or are you working? I don't want to bother if you're working. Yeah, you. I see you're working so hard there. I can't hear what you're saying, so you could be ridiculing me, which would
No,
be okay.
no. I'm just technically incompetent. That's all.
Oh God. After years of Zooming, how many times do you get on Zoom and you talk and you do, and people are going,
Yeah.
go, oh yeah, shit, that's right.
Yeah. I stepped away, so I put myself on mute.
You had a good jam, huh, Miss Laura Livingston? Oh, Laura's preparing.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll let you prepare. Always a delight to have you guys do your thing. All right, so I'm going to make this. What am I going to do? All right, like this. And then like this.
Is your play called Decisions?
Yeah. I think can I explain it a little bit when the audience is there? And
Absolutely not.
oh, okay.
It's all the rules.
Well, the inspiration is what I think is, maybe it's not all that interesting, really.
Of course you can.
Oh, okay. All right, then I will.
Do I have time to go pee?
Yeah, you got 4 minutes.
Okay.
Can you do it in 4? Clara, go. Well, I'll just, Ken, I don't know if it's going to work. My
What?
play it may not work. It may not work. I don't know yet.
I don't think we've ever had a real crash and burn failure. And I was just thinking, it would be so much more dramatic if we did.
Well, this could be it. This could
Yeah.
be it.
I look forward to it.
Mike, have you sent it? I haven't received it.
It's called Decision. It's called Decisions.
I have it.
Let me just see. Sent. Decisions. Oh, why aren't you there, little buddy? All right. Okay.
Oh,
I
because he
haven't.
did it. You were
So
using
now- No.
Is there a link I can watch this later? Because I gotta go, but I'd really like to watch it.
I'll send it to you. I don't know what it is yet, but you will be able to, and everyone who's here, I'll send you the link of the video.
Oh, great,
Yep.
thank you.
Ken, I'm going to send it to you right now. And I'm sending it to you at Synergy, right?
Yes.
Okay, here it comes. I wonder why you weren't on that list. Because it was your email. That's why.
Yeah, that's what I was
That's why.
trying to tell you. All right, folks, looks like we've got about 2 minutes left for intermission. 2 minutes, please.
I don't think I need to have too much here.
All right, got it.
You got it? Oh, good. Oh, you can't see that. Well, start. Lately, I've been thinking, couldn't come back no more. But I find myself in trouble, darling. And I had no place left to go.
Oops.
Lately, I've been thinking.
All right, folks.
All right.
We've got 22 seconds according to the magic clock.
Well, I could do the first verse of Guilty. I'm guilty.
Michael.
I'm guilty.
As we close down, close in on the plays, I want to answer a question that was asked to me privately. Can this be seen after the fact? If you have to check out now, and it can, it'll be on the Synergy Theater website. I can't stop this from doing this. How about that? Okay, stop it. Sorry, my alarm now, my magic alarm will not stop making sounds. And the Synergy Theater YouTube channel. So this will be indeed available later on.
Yes, I will send the link to everyone who registered to so it'll be.
You all hearing my alarm continue?
I don't hear it.
Okay, I'm gonna mute myself and see how I can stop this.
So audience, if you're back, that's great. If you're not back, come back, grab your refreshments, join us back in the theater. And while you're gathering, once again, I invite you to check out our websites and go to that link that Alex put up there for you to join our Facebook page right away afterwards, which is a closed group only for people who've done a right away performance and who'd like to maybe post something they wrote or comment on the evening they spent with us or just talk about writing in general. For the readings that are about to come up, we ask that the audience members, anyone who's not actually playing a character in the reading, to turn your camera off during the reading, also your microphone. If you'd rather not see the names of all of us while we're all off camera, you can go to the camera icon down in the lower left, click on that and scroll down to hide non-video participants. That won't affect how the rest of us see the show, and it'll just maybe make it nicer for you. At the end of each reading, it is fun though, if you all pop your cameras on for a bit and maybe give the playwright a round of applause. Let's review the suggestions that we sent to folks from the audience. The audience suggestions were, in fact, I believe we started with a line of dialogue. Yep, we did. And the line of dialogue everyone had to incorporate at that exact moment was, give me liberty or give me death. Next, we gave them a sound effect, which was a clock ticking. The next thing they all had to use was the stage direction. Someone picks up a knife and brandishes it. And the last thing was a character admits, I don't know who my father is. And the playwrights were allowed to choose their own lighting effect with which to end the play. So that's what everyone had to deal with. The first playwright we'll hear from tonight is Michael Durkin. You ready to take it away, man?
I am. My suggestion was a found wallet, a dilemma was that a person found a wallet. And I'll just quickly say, I came up with the concept that I'm going to try to do tonight, which I hope I can do successfully. Yesterday, I was trying to figure out how I was going to approach today's right away. And I had some ideas, and I thought, oh, these are dumb ideas. And well, maybe we'll try it. No, that's a dumb idea. And I was having this dialogue in my head. So this is going to be a monologue starring me. So Alex and Laura, I think you have to go away.
I'm away, but I'm going to have to leave the meeting and return because my computer will not stop making this singing sound.
Are you available for this reading?
I am. I'm just going to check out of the meeting and come right back.
Oh, okay.
You know, we don't hear the singing sounds, so.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Are you sure?
I don't hear anything.
Okay, great. Then never mind. Forget what I said. I'm embarrassed and I'm sorry to have distracted us from my program.
How dare you?
And so here we go with a play called Decisions. Jesus. God, I can't believe it. I can't believe I saw it. I seen a lot of stuff during my morning constitutionals, but nothing like this. Let me see here. Let me see. There's a driver's license. God, what was he doing in the park? He's from out of town. Gosh, from Texas. Jesus. Texas. Oh, God. Here's your Social Security card. Don't ever keep your Social Security card in your wallet, man. Don't ever. You got to be out of your mind. And I see library cards. Okay. Hey, well, at least he reads. That's good. Diners Club, American Express, and Jesus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 $100 bills. Good God Almighty, what was in this guy's head? Traveling the byways of New York City with this kind of cash and then dropping it someplace. Jesus. All right. All right. I guess I'll call the 17th precinct and tell them the deal, and maybe they'll come over and...
the cops? You're gonna give this gold mine to the cops? I mean, what are they gonna do with it? They got more important things to do than find some bozo cowboy with his pants falling down.
Yeah, I know, but there's no way I could find the owner. Maybe the driver's license would be a start.
Absolutely. There's a guy freaking out somewhere in this city or on a plane heading back to the Lone Star State, and you, Michael, could bring him some solace and a reminder that this is a city that takes care of its friends.
Takes care? Come on, takes them for all they're worth. If you can't make it here, get the fuck out of town.
You know, that makes a little sense.
It does not, Michael. What if it were your wallet and your credit cards and your driver's license and your $600?
$600. 600 simoleons, big guy. That concert ticket. Pink Floyd, what do you think?
I really would like to go to that concert, you know, before they all die. Maybe I'll keep the money and send it back and send back the wallet when I find out who it is. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, and what if, Mr. Michael, that $600 is all this guy has between him and losing his apartment, feeding his kids, medicine for his poor ailing mother?
He could use his credit card.
Oh, that is so easy for you to think. Run up the credit and then declare bankruptcy. And you think no one is hurt even under those circumstances?
Jesus, goody two-shoes, will you give it a rest? Give me liberty or give me death, will ya? The liberty to score those Pink Floyd tickets, or the death from blowing my brains out from listening to you.
Oh, listen to that, mister.
But I don't hear anything.
Not listening, or just listen to the wall.
Right. That ticking is the time you have to make the right and noble decision. Like the ticking of the clock, you can feel the tibiating of your heart. You're a good man, Michael, and I know you'll make the correct choice. You were brought up right with morality and ethics. Your parents taught you right.
Yes, we did, darling. You know, we always said that you should follow your heart when decisions were tough.
Yeah, Ma, but things are tight right now. You know, I lost my job. The rent is due.
Rent is due. Can you picture your little boy sitting on a street corner begging for his next meal? Would you want that? Instead, there he is, section 1, 10th row, watching a concert he always wanted to see.
You know what to do, darling. You have to weigh all the elements.
Yes, all the elements.
And I know that when you do the answer will be right in front of you.
And you'll sleep easier.
And without that once in a lifetime chance to see the Radical Band. Mikey, you got every one of their albums. You're out of your mind.
Okay, I'm thinking. I just have to put things together.
That's my boy.
I knew I could count on you.
Get on the phone to Ticketmaster right now, SpongeBob, or you're going to be kicking your ass around the block for years to come.
What's going on here, Mary? How many times have I told you to leave the boy alone? He is a grown man. We've been dead almost 20 years. Whatever you're interrupting, just leave him be.
He's trying to make a decision.
For Christ's sake, a decision. Why don't we come back in a week when he might be close?
That's right. That's right. Take that knife and carve up that wallet into little pieces and destroy all evidence.
Can't do that.
You found that wallet? Michael, you know the lessons we taught you. Whatever is in that wallet must be returned. Someone, somewhere, is feeling the pain of loss. You can cure that pain. Get everything back to that poor individual.
Even the $600?
600. Whoa there. Maybe a little reconsideration with all the facts.
Thomas, you know what he should do. He's your son. You were a good man, and he's a good man.
Listen to your mom, Mike.
Listen to your old man, buddy.
I didn't even know who my father was.
That's right, buddy. Much of what you learned came from somebody you didn't know.
But you did know who your mother was.
You did know me.
I did. You got me this far, Ma. I think I'll stick with you on this.
Good choice, Michael.
It's just another brick in the wall.
Blackout. I don't know. All right, you guys.
Two right away firsts. Never had a playwright read their own play before. Never had a monologue on an evening of monologues.
I don't know. Oh, thank you guys. That was fun. That was fun for me.
I like your dad, Mike.
And you know, Alex has spoken to my father on the phone. So interesting. Okay, I'm done.
All right, Clara, do you have stuff you want to tell us?
Yeah, my suggestions were, could you please move to the left? My dog needs this seat. And my other suggestion was slime. So, and I'll be reading stage directions. Here we go. Setting, a park, At Rise, Bert is sitting on the bench reading a book. Agnes enters carrying a chihuahua. She stops by Bert and stares at him.
You're casting a shadow. Agnes, can you move?
What?
Your body, it's casting a shadow on my page, and I can't see what I'm reading. I'm at a kind of an important part of the story, and I can't read it because you're casting a shadow. So can you please move?
Oh, sorry.
She sits down next to Bert.
Better? Can you read your book now?
Well, I could, till you started talking.
Oh, sorry. Sorry to interrupt again, but could you please move to the left? My dog needs this seat.
Oh, for God's sake.
It's just that Paco had this surgery last month and he's really more comfortable sitting on his own. He doesn't like sitting on my lap. I guess I have a bony lap. Probably got that from my dad. All the Swearingens were on the skinny side. Well, not my Nana Edna, of course. She was as big as a barn, but then she wasn't really a Swearingen. She was a Mackenzie. Anyway, could you please scoot over, Bert?
Fine.
He scoots to the left and Agnes sets the dog on the bench.
Thank you.
Give me liberty or give me death.
I know what you mean. I thought I was going to have to work through lunch, and I thought, give me liberty or give me death. But then I guess Janice felt sorry for me, so she let me go. I guess it's because of my, accident.
Oh, God, not again.
Because of when I fell on my head.
Yeah, I know.
My brain hasn't been the same since.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
It was a freak accident. Normally when people fall down the stairs, they don't land on their heads. The doctor said that it was a 1 in a million case.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's so important that I have Paco with me at all times, for emotional support.
Yeah.
That's I'm sorry you didn't get that promotion, Bert. I thought you were a shoo-in for the manager position. I mean, I think you're really good with people. You have excellent people skills. That's what I always say.
Right.
It's all political. Uh-oh.
She wipes at her head.
My brain is starting to leak again.
What?
My brain. Ever since the accident, it leaks sometimes. It's called leaky brain syndrome. The doctor says that it's really rare.
Your brain leaks?
Yeah. This weird slime stuff comes out of it. It doesn't smell bad, if that's what you're thinking.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking that.
A clock ticks.
What's that?
It's my watch. I set it to tick when it's time for Paco's pill. He doesn't respond well to loud noises, but he doesn't mind a quiet ticking sound. Paco, it's time for your medicine.
She holds Paco up to her ear.
What's that? What did you say? You don't want your pill now? Okay, well, you can have it later, but then you have to take it for sure.
Did you say your dog talks to you?
What? No, of course not. Dogs can't talk. No, Paco communicates telepathically.
Uh-huh.
That's what makes him such a good emotional support dog. It's just too bad that he freaks out at loud noises.
What kind of loud noises?
Keep your voice down.
What would happen if I made a loud noise?
Oh, where do I start? Well, for one, he'd poop. I mean, I call it poop. It's really more like diarrhea. And then he starts scratching himself like maniacally, like a crazy person. The vet says that Paco must have gone through some really serious traumatic event when he was a pup.
Okay.
Anywho, I'm really glad I ran into Bert. I'm really glad I ran into you, Bert. I kind of wanted to ask you something. Are you ready?
Not really.
You're so funny. So I wanted to know if you would like to go to my cousin's wedding with me. She's always been really mean to me, so it would be nice if I showed up at her wedding with a really handsome date.
You, uh, you think I'm really handsome, Agnes?
Oh my goodness. Everybody in the marketing department thinks you're handsome.
Really?
You're just about as cute as Tom Selleck.
How about that?
So, will you go with me?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Agnes sees a plastic knife on the ground. She picks it up and brandishes it.
That's a real nice nose you have, Bert. It would be a shame if something happened to it.
What? Are you threatening me?
No, I mean, sort of. Sorry.
She drops the knife.
I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm sorry. I'm a terrible person sometimes. I think it's because of my brain accident. Also, don't really know who my father is. I mean, I say that I'm a Swearingen, but that's just the name of my stepfather. My real father was one of several football players my mom hooked up with in high school. I'm really sorry. I'll put this knife away.
She puts the plastic knife in her purse.
I'll recycle it at home.
Okay. Actually, Agnes, I'll go to your cousin's wedding with you.
You will?
Yeah, I'll probably regret it, but yeah, I mean, my good looks shouldn't go to waste.
No, they shouldn't.
They smile at each other as the sun sets and the stage turns to black.
Boy, it sure gets dark early these days.
The end.
That was so much fun, Clara. I really enjoyed reading that. Thank you.
Yeah, audience, that was just super fun.
Great job, guys. Thank you.
Everything else, that was a lot of fun.
All right. The last one of the evening is coming up.
And let us remind you, as the last one is coming, that while it's the last one, there will be a short talk afterwards. So stick around if you'd like to chat about the work you saw, the work you're going to see, how it went, how you felt it all went, and what fun you had.
All right.
Ken,
Adam, over to you.
All right. My play was based on the suggestion, The Center of the Earth. And in fact, it takes place at the center of the Earth, and it's called The Center of the Earth. So I'm going to disappear. Clara and Alex are going to be our readers. So take it away.
Here you are, then.
Yes, here I am.
I can't believe you're really here. I can't.
Well, you invited me.
Yes, I know, but...
What?
Well, let's be honest, you're a surface dweller, and I live at the center of the earth.
So,
So I mean just the distance you've traveled to see me. Incredible. Not to mention the difficulty in making the journey.
well, I'm a scientist, Morg. Overcoming difficulties with technology is what I do.
Yes, but to completely revolutionize your people's science and create a vehicle capable of drilling its way to the center of the earth just for a...
Go ahead, Morg. You can say it.
a blind date.
Well, hardly blind. You did have a photograph up on the app.
Well, yes, I posted a photograph, but I am blind.
You are?
Yes, all of us center dwellers are blind. Janice, I'm sorry. I thought I mentioned that.
No, you didn't.
Do you mind?
Well, no, of course not. I'm attracted to your soul, Morg. I'm attracted to the whole of you. I don't care if you're blind, and I wouldn't care if you were deaf or unable to speak or terribly short or outrageously tall. I just wanted to meet the person who won my heart with his words, the person who reached out to me from almost 4,000 miles beneath the surface to make a connection and to value me for who I really am.
You're incredible, Janice. Well, please sit down. Can I get you a cup of tea?
Is it safe for me to drink?
Probably not. You're only able to withstand the terrible heat and pressure of the center of the earth because of the cryptocironic chamber that I prepared for you. This room may look like an ordinary surface dweller's living room, but it's not. It's a cryonic chamber, cleverly made up to look like an ordinary surface dweller's living room. I wanted you to feel at home, Janice.
Oh, thank you.
But I'm afraid that if you step outside the chamber, you die. And if you were to drink any of the hot lava we drink down here, well, you'd die.
Morg, how will this work?
What?
You and me. How can we ever make anything of this? Even if the two of us were to get along well and maybe even fall in love with one another, how could we ever build a life together? I can't live at the center of the earth, and you can't live there on the surface.
While that's true, I had to recover my script. Give me liberty, or give me death.
What do you mean?
Janice, do you love me? Is it possible that after so short a time, you could possibly love me?
Oh, yes, yes, I can, and I do.
Then I want this liberty from the hell in which I live. Oh, Janice, there is a horrible place to live. The heat, the humidity, the pressure. Oh, Janice, do you know what the pressure is down here? It's 364 gigapascals. Do you know how much pressure that is? A lot. My whole life is spent fighting against the enormous pressure just to take a breath, to find a moment's comfort. Well, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I tell you, I want my freedom. I want to leave this world and travel to the surface and live and love with you. Yes, I want my liberty, so give me liberty or give me death.
Oh, Morg,
What?
it wouldn't work.
Yes, it would. I, too, am a scientist, Janice, and I've been working on my way for me to live on your world. It's this pill, you see? All I have to do is take this pill and my DNA will transmutate into a cyanonucleomplectate structure that will allow me to breathe your air, drink your water. It can work, Janice. I know it can. And for you, I'm willing to risk it.
Oh, no, Morg, no.
But Janice, why?
Do you think there isn't any pressure on the surface?
But nothing like...
No, Morg, listen to me. My world is full of pressure too. I mean, not the same as yours, perhaps, but equally as difficult. Each day, Morg, I am under pressure to live up to the expectations of others, to excel at my career while not neglecting my friends and family, to dress well, to look beautiful, to eat a healthy diet, to exercise, to...
Clock is heard ticking.
Ticking sound, what is it?
My clock, Morg, my biological clock. Yes, I am under pressure to have children before it's too late, but to become wealthy before I have children. Oh, Morg, sometimes I wish I could just give it all up and live down here with you. Down here where at least the pressure is real, it's physical, but it's the natural law, not some impossible, intangible pressure that we put on ourselves.
Oh, Janice.
Oh, Morg.
Then it is true. I am truly blind, for I could not see the way it is for you. Janice, stay here with me. We'll live our life here in this cryoneuronic chamber where we can easily adjust the pressure to whatever we wish it to be. We shall never feel stress again, or at least you shall never feel stress again.
Me? Why me and not you?
Because, Janice, I cannot stay in this chamber for a very long time. In fact, I've almost stayed here as long as I dare. The pill that I invented can only work if I breathe the surface atmosphere. Down here, I must live in my natural state of pressure or die.
Then our love is truly doomed.
I don't know.
The clock is heard ticking louder.
Your clock, your biological clock is ticking louder.
Yes, I hear it.
What kind of sick joke is this? We call life this thing. We spend our time in search of someone to love, and then when we find them, we're torn apart by ridiculous circumstance. What pitiful fools and pawns we are. Pawns in a game of chess, played by an uncaring universe.
No, I don't believe it. No, there must be more than that. There must be a way, Morg. If I love you and you love me, then that is all that matters. Morg, we are scientists. We are able to take the physical world and bend it to our own purposes. That is what we do. We laugh in the face of the existential nature of the universe. We say, you may have set us up in a ridiculous trap, but we are smart enough to find our way out, to find a meaning in the winding twists and turns of the interminable labyrinth. We are heroes.
Heroes?
Yes, we are heroes. Now, quick, we simply need to find an environment in which the two of us with our unique needs can live together and each get what we need to thrive.
Janice!
Yes, Morg.
Your clock! Your biological clock!
Morg, you're brilliant. All we need to do is remove the cangular rostrum from the biological clock springulus twin-totten dermosicle.
And splice its rheonucleonic collate to the chamber's reptochronometer.
While simultaneously embedding my vehicle's Pantificum
It
drive
is
into.
the eptic calcium deposit of the hot lava drink.
Oh, this knife should do the trick.
Janice picks up a knife and brandishes it.
Quick,
Quick,
make it happen, Janice.
She does all of those things.
there, it's done.
Quick, then, begin the initiation sequence.
There. 3, 2, 1.
It's working. It's working.
Oh, Morg.
I'm so happy, Janice.
Oh, embrace me, Morg.
They embrace.
Ah.
Morg? What is it?
Janice, the knife. The knife. I am slain.
What? No. Oh my God. I killed you. I killed you.
Janice, please. It wasn't your fault.
Oh, Morg.
I told you. Janice, it's all a joke, a sick joke.
Morg, I can't go back. I can't go on without you.
No, you must. You have a life. You have a gift. You must use your gift to improve your world above, to help it laugh in the face of existence. Oh.
Morg.
Oh. Go, Janice. Take your vehicle and go back to your world. Withstand the pressure and push on. That is all we can do. Withstand the pressure and try to push on.
Love you, Morg.
And I love you.
Morg dies. The sound of the clock is heard ticking.
Yes. Tick on my clock. Tick and tock and burst thy cheeks. For I do not know who my father is. Is my father the heavenly Father above that I learned of as a child? If so, he is heartless and hard of hearing. Is my father the man who abandoned my mother when I was just 2 years old? If so, he is careless and unworthy of the name. Or is my father the empty void that owes me nothing and has greatly paid his debt again and again? Oh, who cares? What difference does it make? I am here, and my clock is ticking, and my time is running out, and I must make what I can of the remainder.
She gets into her vehicle and it slowly rises to the surface and out of sight. The lights fade slowly to darkness. Blackout. End of play.
Wow.
Thank you both. That was awesome.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank
Much
you,
fun.
playwrights, for this wonderful, wonderful new plays. Thank you, jammers, who gave us wonderful, wonderful monologues. Thank you, those of you who return month after month. It's great to have you here again. Thanks, those of you who took a chance on your first time here. And thank you, those of you who tell your friends and bring them in. And thank you, everyone who goes to our websites and makes a donation. It really helps us out. It's incredibly, incredibly generous of you. Thank you all. Our next right away is going to be July 22nd. Ken is going to be hosting that with Laura Valby, I believe. And I will be writing, as will Sam Johnson, who's finished up writing for What We Do in the Shadows, and Jeff Tarson, who's finished up teaching at Hunter College. So we've got a bunch of good playwrights. We hope to see you then. Let's give our playwrights another round of applause, everybody. If you're sticking around for the talkback, pop your videos on. And if you have to leave us now, thank you for coming. See you next month.
And thank you all. Be well. Thank
Bye
you.
all. Thank
See you,
you.
Janelle.
Thanks, everyone.
Take care.
Just super, just super, super. Thank you.
It's great to hear you again, Patty.
Good to be back. Great work, guys. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Those of you who are staying for the talkback, feel free to turn your videos on and join us for a Zoom after party. Oops, wrong way to go.
We had to lose one of our playwrights to going off to teach an improv class. So if you're signing up for his improv class, don't do the one on Monday nights. We need you here. Please be here.
Right, this is where you belong. Don't tell him we said so. But you won't, because you won't show up for his class. You'll be right here.
Hello, Pinky.
Hey, Mrs. Rowe.
Hi and goodbye. It was terrible to see you sacrifice yourself in the chamber.
I actually was kind of mad at Ken for killing him off. It's
I
like, oh,
know, that was terrible.
I felt like it was high time, that guy. Just
feel free, anyone, playwrights, audience members, jammers, people who are lurking in the shadows unseen. If you have any questions, comments, or observations, this is really informal. Jump right in with them.
I have one. Is Pinky a nickname?
Yeah.
Oh, and how did you come up with Pinky?
That's what everyone called me, and my mother was called Pinky too.
Really?
I think it's because we had red hair. But
Oh,
that doesn't last for very long.
oh. that's
You
a
can't
cute-
see in this particular video, but beautiful, beautiful red hair. And still just as beautiful.
So my
If less-
nickname should now be Whitey, but it's been that way for almost 50 years.
I like Pinky.
All the family is getting whiter and whiter in our hair, in the hairlines.
Are you guys related? Alex and Pinky?
Closely.
Yes.
There's a lot of my family was observing tonight, not participating.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Thanks, Alex family, if you're still listening. Thanks for coming.
I think they've signed right off. I thought it was I loved the the jam responses to the technical hurdles and the inventive but I don't know if it felt different. I was interested in the people. Mike and Clara, I do hope you'll watch it. It was a really interesting jam.
Yeah.
And interesting resonances among between the different responses to it. I don't know what that was like. Braca, you've done several of these before. And Ken, you've never done one, is that right?
No, this is my first improv or writing thing at all.
Wow.
Hey.
That was great.
Thank you.
Thought
You-
everybody
yeah.
was very creative.
Yeah. Oh, well done,
But you
Alex.
gave them good things to prompt them to do things too. I thought that was great.
Yeah. I was just going to say, well hosted, Alex. Alex has been a playwright with us quite a few times and has come to the jam, but this is the first time he was a host, a co-host. And you can just do it all the time now, Alex.
It is in fact super fun. I think the hosting is in ways, well, it's a different kind of fun, but certainly as much fun. Although as usual, when I host a video thing, I was beset by technical lighting and audio challenges.
That's part of the Zoom experience. I loved your experiment, Mike. I actually had to keep the script over at the side to see what you were doing. I mean, no one has ever, I don't think anyone has ever read their own script before. And then to do that kind of technical thing of just having our voices, I love the inventiveness.
Well, I hope. I don't know. I don't know if I don't know how visually I expressed what was being said. I hoped it was, but I kind of got lost in trying to follow everyone's dialogue in my head. But I enjoyed trying it. It was something different. A
Well,
monologue, I thought.
We'll all have to tune into the YouTube rendition to see what happened.
Yes, Braga.
Yeah, just a couple of reactions. First of all, all three were very creatively done, so it was just fascinating to watch. And I didn't really start taking notes until the second and third. So I was just saying that as a preface. There were a couple lines that really jumped out at me. One was the thing with the plastic knife. I'll recycle it at home. I thought that was adorable. And just the whole concept of, the clock ticking and it being biological clock, I thought that was brilliant. And the nonsense words were absolutely adorable. And I also loved in the last one that his name was Morg, because I kept thinking of death throughout the whole thing and being at the center of the earth.
I like the way Ken kept bringing back in the suggestions of the clock ticking and everything.
Ken brought in suggestions that weren't even suggested. There were incidental words in the text that I was sending out that he would just everything. Ken is like a sponge, and everything he hears, okay, it's going in.
Yeah.
It's a kind of bouillabaisse of playwriting technique.
I have to admit, Clara, I loved you getting so much of that gobbledygook that he wrote that you had to say, because I think you made me say poop and diarrhea because you knew I couldn't do it with a straight face. Once again, I was trying to pull myself together during the reading and not just snicker like one of the fourth graders that we did. I really enjoyed playing it, and I felt that I was becoming more and more like you as I was reading it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's how Clara would do it, except the putting the knife in the purse. That's exactly what I would do in my own real life. Just would be guilty about not recycling it.
Braga, is that how you pronounce it? Braga, where are you from?
New York, originally London.
Oh, cool. Cool.
Braga has been a great participant in some of our impromptu readings of It's a Wonderful Life, which we do annually through Milo Theater.
Oh, at Christmas?
Great fun.
And Ken, too, has been a cherished actor before he got up and left the city at the Metropolitan Playhouse stage.
Yeah.
I can well imagine.
It's hard for me to believe that you are not a regular writer, Ken. My
Oh, yeah.
mom.
Oh, thanks.
And Steve, I loved your both your use of OBS, obviously, but you're participating. Steve has been a part of a number of these, but I haven't been a part of all of them, all of those.
Yeah, I feel like the jams have. When we first started doing this 4 years ago, I think the jam was just something we thought of to do while the playwrights were writing. But I think both the ideas of the people leading the jams and the writing in the jams is we have quite a few people who return, maybe not every month, but they return quite regularly, and the jams have just gotten so good. It's been really fun to make. And only the hosts and the people in the jams. Actually, what I'm trying to say is the playwrights often have no idea. They have no idea what the first half of the show is like, and they miss it. Well, folks, we all have been together for almost actually for 2.5 hours. We've been together for am I right about that? No,
2 hours and 8 minutes.
Wow. Yeah, just over 2 hours. And one of the odd things is one of these congruences, like in the one of the monologue exercises where everybody had animals in it. Another odd congruence is whether we're on the East Coast or the West Coast, we are all starting to think about having dinner. Um, So I don't know what it is about New Yorkers, just can't eat at a regular time, but all of us seem to go like, well, I gotta go get some dinner. And I think we're all starting to feel that pretty strongly. So if unless somebody else has something more they want to say or to tie up here, I would just want to say thank you all for coming. It's a great evening.
Thank you.
So much fun to see everybody and wonderful to
Yeah.
hear your work.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, Steve. Goodbye, Braca.
Ken, an email is forthcoming.
Thanks, bye.
Nice
Bye,
to meet
Braca.
you.
Lovely to
Ken.
see you.
Same here.
Thanks a million, Alex. It was great. You were
Thank
great.
you, Laura. It was, yeah, we'll powwow afterwards. It was really, really fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I loved your creative writing on the regular old intro script. It was awesome. I was listening to you going, I could have been doing stuff like that all this time, but no, I can't. Only you can.
That's why we do it. I did once again set unbelievable technical hurdles. I'm so glad you couldn't hear it, but because my alarm, which I was usually cutting off, started to play, and I looked at everything. I changed the apps. I couldn't shut it off. I think I finally made it play in another room in this house. But as far as I know, it is still playing, and somebody is hearing it over there as their Sonos speaker. It just wouldn't stop.
Were you?
And so thank you for filling in. There was a host 2 thing I was supposed to say about keeping their videos on, during the reading of the plays and all this stuff. And I completely missed it because I was obsessed with stopping this noise.
Oh, that's okay. But were you during your readings, was it on?
No, but somehow I don't know what I did. Somehow I think I redirected it to another of this kind of wired household speakers. And then I think it stopped. So no, happily it was not. But I just thought, okay, I'm just going to do it. And I was being so clever with my little.
It was good. I liked it a lot. I thought it added a little drama to the whole situation.
You're generous. I can show you how to do it, but I'm not sure I advise it.
Yeah,
Thank you. This is a blast. Really, really fun. Thank you.
Yeah, it's great. Thank you so much for doing it.
Next,
are you writing next week? Next time?
definitely
No.
not. No, next week I'm actually hosting a wedding. I'm the officiant at a wedding for my niece. And the next month, though, I'm going to be back as a writer.
Right. Excellent.
Cannot
Wow.
wait.
I didn't know you did that wedding stuff.
Well, I never have.
Oh.
I hope it goes as well as tonight.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. Bye.
All right, Alex. Thanks
Love
a
you all.
million.
Thank you. Bye.
Have a good dinner.